Hello, greetings. This is Zahra Lala Jawad on Facebook, Zahra Jawad on YouTube channels, Zahra Jawad 2, my other channel. But I have more followers now on my old one. So I'll be uploading, see if I can upload these videos on both the channels on YouTube. Okay, I'm a bit tired and I don't know how to express myself, yet I tried my best, I feel. So by the grace of God, help of God, I went live. I went live on Sultan's YouTube channel Livestream, and I made some blunders, but I think my message has gotten through for sure. Now, where I made the blunder, where I'm going to correct myself because I didn't get much time, and I'm not a public speaker, and I've been traumatized, so please bear with me, like as usual, right? So some things I'm going to miss out in this video. I'm not sure, maybe. Let's see, hope that this goes perfectly well. Whenever I wish for something going perfectly well, positive thinking, or even praying, even all, it doesn't, it backfires. I don't know why I'm unlucky or something. So you may say that I'm not a positive person, that I'm a pessimist. But you don't know me. So please do not come to conclusions about people when they haven't hurt you. Look at I don't know what is the solution to saving children, innocent beings, when they've been oppressed. And some bad behavior comes out of them, but then we, come to conclusions and jump to judgments about them. The children also. What a rascal, what a bad behavior child, right? I don't think we should be doing that. So if you care and if you really want to help out the human soul, the innocence, welfare for human beings, individually and humanitarianly, universally, please don't jump to conclusions. When you see a bad child behavior, um, I have pondered over this. What, maybe it is love, maybe it is listening, understanding hearts that can save people, these children. So instead of criticizing too much, first be kind, step by step, and then if they don't, then you can do something more harsher punishments. But before, or even like where we missed out, so it took me time to change for Miss Desa, the way Miss Desa wanted me to be. My teacher in Karachi American School, who I loved and all this. So it will take time. Bear patiently with the children and even human beings, adults, some of them who, there's something, for example, in leprosy patients, sometimes, the patient can be very difficult. And so only someone like Dr. Ruth Faw, could, love them and treat them, this, care for them. You have to have a lot of patience with them. They might resist, they might, start abusing because they're in that very low self-esteem, emotionally hurt. I don't know what. I mean, I have never. I cannot put myself in their position, in their shoes, to know. So, but just generally, for the time being, like we can say that with mentally insane, emotionally driven, mad people also could have given them love. Love is all. The best way to grow is to give them love. The best thing for growth is to love them. Like I should have loved my mother, but I couldn't. And give them time and attention and care. So I wished I was a better daughter, so I could have healed my mother not only through prayers, but through my actions and behavior and attention and love for her. So this is the regret of my life. But the love we shared was there. I wish she knew that she was loved very much. It didn't heal her. So anyways, now back to Hari Sultan, my live stream with Hari Sultan. I'm going to show you and make corrections, or even like please. He was kind enough. Hari Sultan was kind enough to take me quickly. First, there was this kind of an echo in my this. I hope it is working. My mic is working without the echo. Let's see how it goes. See, I cannot, go through editing this video and all this. This is the condition, mad condition I'm in. So please forgive me and overlook. Okay, the point here is to help out people, help countries and all, and not for the self. I mean, not for any ego purpose, but really to heal people. So in some ways, Hari Sultan was kind enough. In other ways, he didn't listen to me properly, and I'll be mentioning this. Like, he distorted my words. He put words in my mouth. He also exaggerates, and I went to him and I said, hello, you can listen to what I said here. So I'll just pause.
All right, so we're going to take a couple of calls from our patrons because, and there's a female here, I think it would be important to take her input. Zara, hi.
Hello, Haris.
What would you like to say?
I like to say that I was very angry at you, and then I calmed myself down.
Wow.
So the thing is that you've been against Hindu Tattva.
Yes.
And it's unreasonable. I think it's very, very unfair.
Against Hindutva?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You don't know. I mean, why go to India when we in Pakistan, when I lived in Pakistan most of my life, right? We have such dishonesty, Punjabi, Kashmiri, professional, this Dr. Farooq Ahmed, professional, like cunning deception, right? First, we should clean our corner, don't you think? Before going to India and saying things against India.
It's not against India. It's not against India. How do you answer those people who are from India and they agree with my view of, or it's in line with my view of politics? How do you say India is this or India is that? When we criticize certain elements, we're criticizing those elements within that. As far as you're concerned, you're saying that why not fix Pakistan and before talking about Indian issues? Pakistan or any other country will never be fixed. We can apply the same argument here. Why don't you fix Australia first? Because Australia has a lot of issues too. Then talk about Pakistan, or then talk about anything else. So that argument never works, because how things work is things always happen simultaneously. You can do multiple things at the same time. However,
Yes.
human rights.
Yes, okay, so I agree with this, that we simultaneously, I agree with this reason, not argument. But the thing is that what I wanted to actually come to, hello, just for as a joke, which I'm unable to express completely. On the other side is that yes, Sultan gives a reason, human rights simultaneously helping all over the world. I understand, so let's listen to this.
Agree with that.
One more point.
Sorry.
Human rights is what I talk about. So, especially when I'm speaking in India and I have such a large audience in Hindi or Urdu, it is incumbent on me to talk about the human rights issues whenever I see it. And I'm going to.
Yes, it is incumbent on him. What a word to use, because we have this Quranic verse. It is incumbent on us to save the believers. I had things like caring for my principal, so much so that when I felt that they're going to give her cancer in 1997, I loved this verse so much from the Quran that it is incumbent on us to save the believers, and I felt she was a believer. Although a Sunni Muslim, Mrs. Munira Gulzar, principal of St. Joseph's College from 1983 to 1993, I think. You can check on Wikipedia. So yes, it is incumbent on us, on God, to save the believers. It says in the Quran, and I put her picture there. I cared for her. I was very, very worried, but I couldn't do much. I was in London sometimes for the summer vacations, coming to Karachi, so I cannot explain succinctly. In this, well, it comes from the Quran. It is incumbent on us, human rights people who care for humanity, care for human welfare, to simultaneously agree with that. I agree on this with Haris Sultan. Now, let's see, when we go step by step, then I will give I guess, or just as I go along here. So listen.
Talk about it today as well. And I'm going to tell you why it's so important to talk about it. And sorry, John, what did you like to say? A couple of things here.
Sorry, excuse me. So I have to make this correction that not only to clean our own corner first, help ourselves first, but I agree that simultaneously we should be helping out others at the same time while we're drowning, simultaneously helping others. And if I drown. Helping someone, saving someone's life, it's yet to be seen, but that's my example. I hope you don't hold it against me, that you will never, you don't know when you're drowning, you just want to save yourself first, right? That's it's our defense mechanism or what. But I have a wish that I could help someone else at even my own destruction, so we can see a better world. So I'm trying on this. I hope, see, this is the problem. I cannot express myself properly. So please don't get that, okay, I may be drowning, no future promises, but this is my aim that I want to work on. That if I have a headache right now, if it intensifies and intensifies, then it's only me then. Then it's, I wish that I didn't even exist. It goes to that, the headache, pain. So please don't hold it against me. I don't make promises, but trying to become a better person and trying, let's see, somewhere I might be able to sacrifice, and may God accept that sacrifice. In some ways I faltered and failed, still cannot come up to that standard of Imam Hussein. So, but that's my aim, right? To go be like selfishly helping out. I'm not even the dust of what my grandaunt lived as service to her family members. So बड़ी बात नहीं कहना चाह रही हूँ मैं, लेकिन फिर भी आज निकल गई है. It's come out. I don't want to talk big and self-glorification and all this. Okay, continuing.
It's very dangerous to generalize about any country, especially India, which is so diverse and huge, different populations. You can't really say Indians do this or Indians like that. Second point, this is an example of whataboutism, you know? Just because we're talking about one thing that maybe we disapprove of doesn't mean...
Sorry, it just cuts there, so...
that we've got to solve some other problem or have the moral high ground ourselves, you know? We're not perfect either.
Yes, that's true. But the thing is that I feel that Hari Sultan has been generalizing about, that's the point, generalizing about Hindu Tattva.
Yeah, well, I think that's what...
I think you compared Modi with General Ziaul Haq.
Yeah, it's...
And I listen to Kushal. Okay, I agree with you. I'm in UAE. If something is against, something is happening here in the UAE, there are violations of human rights. I would speak against that, right?
You can't.
I would.
Kicked out. You can't.
No, I do. I haven't been kicked out.
Well,
I am from Emirat.
I know a lot of people in Emirates who live. They cannot talk about it. They will be kicked out. So, so tell us. So, I mean, I actually don't. I'm not going to dare you to do it because then it can really turn your life upside down. I know you can't talk about any human rights abuses, even in a modern global city like Dubai as well. You can't.
No, I love them, and there are certain things I've known, and then I checked on YouTube. I have to, like about the camel jockeys, those child camel jockeys and all. So I do, maybe my life will be upside down, maybe I'll be thrown in jail, but I love UAE and I want the best. So I talk about human rights, and you can check my videos, my Facebook, mostly I'm live stream there.
Okay.
But I think that about back to this Modi and General Ziaul Haq, I think you have exaggerated about Modi.
I think time will tell that. Let me tell you, because I think time will tell that what is going to be the damage. Because what I see, and I know I've spoken with him at length, and I think we've both given up on each other. So Modi, ever since you look at it, there's two sides of the coin. People like Kushal say that is not whatever's happening now, all the Hindutva and this aggressive anti-Muslim bigotry that we're seeing in India right now, it has always existed. In that case, it means India has always been horrible for minorities. That's point number one. Point number two, what my point that I take, I say that no, I don't think India was always like that. Yes, there were isolated incidents of riots, but generally people were far more tolerant of each other's ways. And it still says people are actually very tolerant of each other, as we saw in the last Pew survey, and I've done a detailed video on that in Urdu. I think I didn't do it in English. I think I should do one about people of India. So what we're seeing are rising cases of Hindutva in anti-Muslim chants in India. So why are they getting the encouragement? Where are they getting the encouragement from? I've shared many such videos, and there's another one that just came out, and I think I shared that, where these people were chanting in front of Parliament. John, get alert of this one.
Yes.
It says, actually, I think I should play that for you because I think that would make sense, because we did add subtitles. I don't think India was like that. If you say India always like that, then you're saying that you've always been bad, because this is not acceptable. It should not how it should be. Have a look at this. you saw that. These people in front of the parliament chanting that if you want to live in India, you have to shout, you have to chant Jai Shri Ram, a slogan praising the Hindu god. And when Muslims will be slaughtered, mulle kaate jayenge, when Muslims will be slaughtered, that's the kind of narrative. In what world can anyone expect me to look the other way and not talk about this? Can you please tell me that, Zara?
The thing is that, is this video authentic? I don't know what to believe in. Really.
I filmed it in my backyard and I hired some actors.
No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking because I know the Muslims, they've also in Kashmir made us feel sorry for them, and all the time Pakistan standing with the Kashmiri Muslims.
That's classic terrible case of whataboutery. What does that have to do with
No,
this?
I mean, there are people that have made false videos and all. So I asked one of the Hindus and they said that, no, you're listening to wrong ex-Muslims. You should not be listening to them. We don't kill.
Yeah, we
don't kill the Muslims
Zara,
in India.
Zara, listen to this. You asked one Hindu and he told you a very good rosy picture, and you think that should be a fact. This is evidence this video has been played on every major outlet, every major news outlet. No one's actually denied the authenticity of this video. If this is bad, let me play you another one. Let's see. Let's have a look at the other one. I think that one would be, where is it? Let me play that one. Jeez, where is it? Where is it? There. Kanpur. That happened 3 days ago. Thursday it happened. And there was a Muslim, John, I know you'll be horrified because you guys live in your civilized Western world and you can't imagine these kind of things happening. But let me share that with you. And when I talk about this, I am called anti-India and anti-Hindu. Watch this. This little girl is holding and she's saying, "Don't beat my father." And he's being accused. Okay, I think it's good. I'll add that later. So anyway, so this video, you can watch the whole video on Twitter and it's everywhere. Just put Kanpur father beaten in front of his daughter or something like that. He was accused that you said Murdabad India, which means he was accused that you chanted Die India or something like that. And he's saying, no, I didn't. And a mob quickly gathered and started beating him up. And he was later arrested but released. But the point is, this is exactly what happened in Pakistan, that you have to prove... Sorry, I'm going to put you on mute because I'm getting a bit of noise. In Pakistan, you have to prove that you love the Prophet. 3 months ago, I shared a video where where a police officer was accused of blasphemy. A superintendent of police, a big police officer, and he was like, "No, I love Prophet Muhammad. I love Islam." Otherwise, he would have been, and he was still slapped around and everything. So the point is, in Pakistan, you have to prove. Anyone can be accused of blasphemy. That's it. You're gone. But in India now, it seems like anyone can accuse you of being an anti-nationalist or anti-nationalist. I think that's the term they use. And then you can be beaten up. Like this guy was beaten up because he was just accused. Hey, you said, Die India, which he's saying he didn't. And then he was forced to chant Jai Shri Ram. Under what world am I expected not to highlight these issues? There's only two options about it. A, it was always happening in India, in which case you're saying India has always been a terrible place. Or B, which I say, is that it's only starting to happen now, and the only difference is Modi came to power in 2014, and that's why we're seeing this increase of hate crimes in India. In that case, it is alarming. It is what we should talk about. Please don't give me anecdotal evidence, Zara. Last word.
Pardon? Sorry, I just, there's a background, my washing machine is, okay, sorry about that. But the thing is that maybe it is some conspiracy, Pakistan's ISI or army, and not really Modi's conspiracy.
See, this is the thing. I mean, what can I do? So you're saying that Imran Khan...
Yeah, why don't you look into... not Imran Khan. Did I take Imran Khan's name?
Just ISI, Pakistan Army. You're saying those people hired them to do this?
Yeah, it could be.
Okay, all right. I think we're done then.
Yes.
I can't. Okay, well that.
Because Pakistan says that India, RAW, RAW, right, the spy agency of India, their foreign agents have done this to Pakistan. So maybe now, remember whatever.
You're terribly strawmanning it. That's not what Pakistan says. When there is some sort of an attack,
forgive me for my IQ and the English.
No, that's okay.
I just cannot express myself, and that's the problem.
I got your point. So this is why. Listen to me.
I'm not straw manning. But I just want. No. I have done more research than I've spoken to. Have you spoken to Indians? Have you asked them? Have you gone to India and seen what is behind? Sometimes proof is not Haris. Proof is this thing changed and tampered with. So maybe Pakistan wants India to become like this, like them.
Yeah, so Pakistan.
And this is not Modi.
Yeah, right. So Modi is a god who can't do anything.
No, I'm not saying. Please don't put words in my mouth. Please don't put what. No, I'm not saying Modi is a god.
I gotta wrap it up. I gotta wrap it up.
Okay.
Okay.
That's just, you are very unfair, very unjust.
Thank you.
You just give evidence like, it's very, very clear. Yes. You're a very cunning, very clever person.
Thank you very much. But you're saying that...
Yeah, you're welcome.
See, here he should not have said, thank you very much, and all this. If you really care for people, I just feel that you should... go more deeply into this case and more compassionately with empathy. I just feel some lapse of justice has happened even in these human rights people, workers, human rights workers, upholders of human rights. I just feel this is not the right way. I have gotten into this. I had to go and talk to him like this. So from my side, I apologize also that I got into this whole mess of what's happening in India. I've asked people, I've asked a parlor lady, a Filipino. She says that Indians don't kill, they're afraid. I don't know what they're afraid of, but she was vehemently, repeatedly saying, Indians don't kill. So I really don't know what's happening right now. I don't know about politics much. I don't even know about my life's case, who got me out of Karachi American School, the conspiracy theory, they say. But sometimes what is that which comes, there's this treason, treachery people use. So what do you call that, conspiracy theory? When it comes, where there is inference, proof that someone did something behind my back, like a backstabber. Is a backstabber where there are backstabbers. So I'm tired now. I've been tired. My hand has been shaking. Sorry. I watched this video. I mean, as I was holding my mobile from one side to show you the video where I'm live stream, right? So now I'm kind of going down, and I'll end this and continue later. I remember, I just want to help. There's no agenda, there's no nothing. Maybe Haris Sultan also wants to help. And he said about Kushal, what he said, that this has always been the case in India. But not as maybe severe as in Pakistan. I'm not sure. So I should have been on my case, but then simultaneously, like Haris Sultan said, going there, India, Dubai, UAE, Australia, London, excuse me. So I could get into trouble more than ever like this. I should have been wise and sensible, but I wasn't. So I got into all this politics and human rights and getting into human rights, then, against the president of India, against Modi ji, against this one, against gurus also. It's become a mess and there's no solution. And this is not the way to do it. I feel that we should have had another way to care and bring out. So the authentic, I'll try to calm myself down and get some energy back, recuperate my energy, and then I will continue with the same video till the end and try to explain. So thank you so much. Please take proper, compassionate ways. Take time, be kind, and listen to people. And I just also wanted to correct some things I said there that I didn't get a chance or couldn't correct myself. Although he gave me a lot of chance, sufficient it is. But I couldn't speak properly, succinctly. I'm not a public speaker, and I don't like these debates and all. So maybe we can get together and find an amicable way, get through this. And if we can find an amicable way because of certain people, certain groups of people creating this, oh God, I don't know how to go about this. So I'll be contemplating more. Thank you so much. I will continue later.